I'm not a fan or follower of the British royals, but I was intrigued by some of the hubbub surrounding the new Netflix limited documentary series Harry and Meghan. Apparently, it's causing quite the stir among some of the Commonwealth ruling class, and the first half of the series is now available. So, is it worth checking out? In an unprecedented and in-depth documentary series, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex share the other side of their high-profile love story. Across 6 episodes, the series explores the clandestine days of their early courtship and the challenges that led to them feeling forced to step back from their full-time roles in the institution. So like I mentioned, the first 3 episodes are out now, with the final 3 coming on Thursday, December 15th. Now these are each about 45-ish minutes long, and they start off with a great introduction to not only the couple, but each as individuals as well. I love how there are interviews that feature the couple together, but also one-on-one, where we get to learn even more about them and hear from their perspectives on meeting, dating, marriage, and even kids, and then the eventual choosing to step away from the royal responsibilities. Most of this is told to us in chronological order, so we can't really get a good grasp on how things came about. So when the 3rd episode ends, we're right before Harry and Meghan's wedding, even though we've gotten glimpses of what comes after. Now, while this can come off as a PR piece that the couple is doing to put themselves in the best light possible, it feels way more genuine and actually is 2 people who are just trying to set the record straight about how their lives are and their experiences. And part of this sincerity comes because they address things that normally they'd probably want to just skip over, especially involving a lot of Harry's time while in school and the mistakes that he made as a young man. Now, the access the documentary crew gets in this is intimate and it's inclusive. We get to see them with their kids, as well as getting to see their private videos and photos from when they first met and started secretly dating. This is heavily diving into the racism that Meghan faced, especially from the British tabloids, and I think it's incredibly interesting to hear how much of a lack there is with journalistic integrity in those outlets. I mean, sure, yeah, some of the tabloids, you expect that because it's all just sensationalist creativity to get people to buy or click. But I thought some of these publications were more legitimate, which then just goes to show how much I don't know, especially since I don't live in the UK and or read those magazines. Now, it's heartbreaking to see all the hate that was thrust upon not only Meghan, but the couple as well. And then it's equally heartbreaking to watch how greed influenced some family members to turn on their family and sell fake stories to the rabid media just so that they could get their 15 minutes of fame. Now, I do know that just because we're getting this documentary, there still can't be spin that's present in the storytelling and the accounts. But what comes across does feel genuine, leading me to side more with what's being told and shown to the camera versus what's reported in entertainment news programs. Now, because I don't follow the royals in any way, everything that's uncovered and discussed here, it was pretty new to me. So I found it to be engaging and I was captivated by the accounts. It also helps that both Meghan and Harry are very charismatic and just seemingly down to earth within their personalities. Hearing from friends also illustrates that what we're seeing is more the real deal than a polished and edited version solely for the documentary. So I think whether or not you're a fan or follower of the royal family, this is a well-produced and beautiful-looking limited series. It's told in a way that humanizes people that have been really held at arm's length or even placed on a pedestal. There's sincerity and humility that's showcased, along with some genuinely funny and touching moments. So if you like human stories, this is a good one so far, and as the 3rd episode ends, you can feel this growing sense of drama and even heartbreak that's looming, which makes me certainly not want to miss what comes next. There's no sex or nudity, a little bit of profanity, and no violence. Now, as a reminder, I don't give couch ratings to documentaries, especially because this is only halfway through, but this is an excellent series so far, and I highly recommend checking out Harry and Meghan on Netflix. So, do you follow the royals? I'm curious if any of what is presented here gives new insight for you. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.